All right, quick little tour of the 23-footer here. Forest River, Flagstaff by Forest River, I guess, Micro Lite. Oh, let's do this first. So here's the information. Dry weight, I did find the dry weight, it's right there. Dry weight's 3864, so I'm 3,900, almost 4,000 pounds dry weight. So I was only off by 2,000 pounds. Oops. But there's that. So here's this side hookup. I got a little storage unit there on this side. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to tell you, is these little covers for your vents to keep the dirt daubers out. Those are important. I had to buy these separate. Don't forget about that. And then there's the light connector with the white hose is some sort of sanitary hose that I use for the water that feeds the filter, and then the green one's my spare for doing all kinds of other stuff. Coaxial I bought at Walmart to do the cable TV inlet. This is something I did. I don't know if it's necessary, but this is the condensation drain for the refrigerator, and the freaking, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. That penetration through the roof is what caused all my floor damage. So I ended up running this line outside just to keep condensation drips going outside the camper instead of inside the camper. That is literally just, I don't know, man. Just trying better safe than sorry kind of thing. External shower deal, that's the water heater gizmo. Little toolbox I keep behind it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, having a little ladder to get to the top. You're gonna need one of those. This is just one of those cheapy Walmart ones. It's like an 8-footer foldable thing. It's like a little 4-foot or, yeah, like 4 or 5 foot A-frame, but it folds out to the 8-foot extendable. You can see here, I had a lot of trouble with the water connection, and so you can see all the Teflon tape, and I mean, this fucking thing would not stop leaking, dude. Pissed me off so bad. So eventually I ended up buying a bunch of Flex Seal, and I just gobbed it on there. I used all kinds of Teflon tape, everything to seal that thing the best I could. Pain in the ass. Leaked all the time. Here's on the front side under the canopy. That's the deal for my TV. It's got like a little ball socket on it, and it slides in here. It locks in place. Hang your TV out here. Here is the little rail they got on the side for the little gas grill. This is the gas port if you want a gas grill out here. This is the 110 plugs for that, and then this I think is, yeah, that's the coaxial cable. So if you want to get your cable TV out here, run it to the external TV, you can. It came with this little shelf gizmo that also mounts on the little rail, which is kind of cool. I don't know, man, I just use it, keep it out of the house. So anyways, we'll go inside real quick. I'll give you a quick tour of the way my shit's set up. So anyways, coming in, so I'm standing in the doorway. Right there I've got the little Walmart fan that I bought, and I mounted it so it points towards the bed when I'm sleeping. Not a big deal, but it's just me because I don't necessarily always need the air conditioner. I just need air movement depending on the weather, so that helps. The little cabinet to the left, little cabinet to the right of the Murphy bed. The Murphy bed's folded up against the wall. The couch here obviously flattens out and the bed comes down over the top of it. The other thing too is these outlets, dude. I'm thinking about getting like a power strip or something, because this is just a crap place. I mean, I know it's the only place I really had to do it, but I'd almost prefer it come out of the top. So I think I'm going to get a power strip, and I'm going to run it up the side and have multiple plugs along the wall is what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because that's the really only feasible place I have for my trash can, and my cord's always in up in my trash can. I know, stupid, right? So here's a little fold-out table that I got that kind of you can fold. You got to fold it down before you put your bed down, but it does add just a little bit of extra counter space, which is kind of nice. When I'm up and moving around, I can move the coffee pot over to that. This is the cutting board thing I was telling you about. This is why it's important that with yours, if you have the option to get like a two-piece cover, the sink's divided, right? So if you had a cover for one side and then a cover for the other, you could decide which one you want to use for a little extra counter space, because the stove takes up so much room. I put the one-piece thing on there, I have no sink. But if I'm wanting to cook and do something at the same time, I still need the sink, so that's why I did this. Really kind of cool. I put these these things over it's like an insulator deal over the windows because it gets so hot here in the summertime. And I literally just took the blinds off of this window because they got so dirty because I cook so much that it was ridiculous. They were the metal blinds. Obviously, you can't put a fabric over there because you're cooking, you're going to catch them on fire. So what I did was I just took the metal ones off, threw them in the fucking trash, and I went with this. If this gets dirty, I'll take it off, throw it away, buy a new piece, put it up. Simplified. But I live in this thing full time, hence this is like full-time living modifications that I made. It is kind of cool. They got like little knife holders there, but I don't really use those. These are like barbecue stuff that I get, and I just don't have anywhere else to put them, so I stick them in there. I bought like a little knife set, and I freaking glued them to the side of the cabinet next to the stove. So that's my cooking knives that I use are there. Let me back up here. So home office in the camper, that's the 55-inch TV under the regular mobile home TV or camper TV. I don't even know what size it is, maybe a 27 or a 30, I don't know. But this is the way I got it set up. There's my printer. I put in some 2x6s and some 2x4s off of the dinette to carry the printer. Laptop goes there. Got all that wired into the 55-inch so I can have it as a monitor. Blah, 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 whatever. So up here, what I did for the storage, I've got the little, the little racks just so you can separate stuff. I mean, I don't, obviously I couldn't leave it like that when traveling, especially with the real dishes. That shit would end up all over the floor and broken probably. So I'm saying I'm kind of on the fence. I got 2 bowls, 2 plates. That's all I got for real dishes. And then as far as like cups and glasses, I don't have, I saved some pickle jars. I use pickle jars for my shit. And then that Pabst Blue Ribbon glass I got off one of my old neighbors that we were partying one night, and he let me come home with this, and then he ended up moving out, so I hold on to it. But yeah, I got the little rack in there just to keep the spices and things like that, coffee filters, blah, blah, blah. Those 2 bottles of cleaner don't normally go there. I just hung them up there to get them out of my way. I got a spot for them in the back in the bathroom. So here we go. Since walking through the door, I've literally only taken like 3 steps, and I'm already halfway through the house. That's how small mine is. The refrigerator and freezer is obviously really small. I've got a couple of pot pies, some frozen stuff that I have, but you can see you don't have a lot of room. They're small. And then the refrigerator, what's left in my TX and what's left in my beer. I got 1 beer and a couple shots of TX, and I'll get rid of those tonight before I travel tomorrow. But yeah, this is the funny part. You can see how far the TV sticks out past the bathroom door. This is the entryway into the bathroom. So from this point here to the refrigerator is not very wide. I mean, it's like 2.5, 3 hands, 1, 2, like 3 hands wide. So you pretty much have to turn sideways to get into the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. Nothing really fancy in here. I love the full back bathroom. That's why I went with this one. It's really cool. I did buy one of these things. This is actually a good idea. I forgot to tell you about this too. Anything you can get that organizes and space saves, that you can hang on doors, put in your cupboards, all that stuff, it comes in handy. It keeps your shoes, because having a place to put shoes, you don't have nowhere to put them, man. So I did this, and I put my belts in there and shoes in there, and God knows what I'll end up putting in there eventually. But yeah, I got belts, shoes, whatever. And there's plenty of pockets to put whatever else. Who knows? I do have a medicine cabinet, keep stuff in there, whatever. But here's the, like the cabinet, clothes cabinet in the back. So like I got this little thing that I cut down, and socks, underwear, not socks, socks are up front, but I got underwear, t-shirts, and stuff in here for that. My hanging clothes, keep my pajamas up top, and then here behind the commode, I keep my towels and rags and toilet paper and stuff up top. I've got bar soap, toothpaste, stuff like that. I just throw up there for my extras, and then on the bottom I keep all my cleaning products and like whatever, spare shaving cream, stuff like that. That's what I use on the bottom. And then this shelf here, the reason it's empty is that's my dirty clothes hamper. That's the other thing you don't really have. You don't really have a place to keep dirty clothes, so you got to keep that in mind. One of the ladies that live here in the campground actually keeps her dirty clothes in a tote and leaves them outside her camper. But being that I'm by myself, I'm able to pretty much live for a week and stuff a week's worth of clothes in there without messing myself up too bad. So yeah, that's it. But that's pretty much the tour, bro. I thought maybe I'd just walk around, kind of show you how I got it. I know it's kind of messy right now or whatever, but I'm leaving in the morning, and wanted to at least kind of give you the walk around. But that's kind of the way I do it. You can see I've built this 2x6 platform off the back of the dinette to carry this big ass TV, which I got to take that home. It's ridiculous, but not until I figure out a smart TV for up there. I got to do that. I don't want to lose my Netflix and my Roku. It's just badass. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's 23 footers small, man, so organization is the key. You gotta live fucking small, very small. Anyways, there you go. I'll talk at you later.